there everyone, and welcome to Lovella's Coloring. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope that you are all doing well. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my completed colorings from June, and I also have some whips to share that I will hopefully complete this month. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to clear off my desk and I'll see you in a second. The first coloring I'm going to share with you is a calendar PDF from the silver tier of Hannah Lynn's Patreon. I have all of her illustrations from last year, so I printed out all of the calendars to use in my coloring journal. So this one is June, and with this PDF I based it with alcohol markers. I think it's a mix of the Lemachet and the Ohuhu markers, and then for pencils I use the Caran d'Ache Pablos, and there is some white Posca on the wings and her eyes, and then Aeon Art glitter gel pen. You can see it on the word June and then on the border. So yeah, so that is the first completed coloring from my coloring journal. So now I'm going to share with you colorings from books that I want to complete. So the first one is Enchanted Faces pocket-sized coloring book by Hannah Lynn. So I did 3 colorings in this book, and they were done as buddy colors with the very lovely Terilynn, Emma from Emma Colors 2020, and Yazmin. So Yazmin is still working on her pages because she was on vacation at the time, so I'm only going to be able to share both Terilynn and Emma's colorings. So the first coloring in here is Raven Nora. So I'll go ahead and share both of their colorings on this side. Very, very lovely. And so for my page, I colored it with a base of both Ohuhu and Lemachet markers, and for pencils I used the Caran d'Ache Pablos, and I did use the buff titanium from the Luminance to smoothen out her skin. And then for embellishments I used the Sakura Stardust, I think the black one, or the black glittery one, and then the clear one for the lace on her hair and on her dress, her outfit. And yeah, I was trying to decide if I should color her wings like gray because it's a raven or something like that, but because her hair is already the dark blue, the raven's black, I just wanted her wings and the feathers to stand out, so I just colored it in with some bluish gray pencil, and then I used white to soften up the black lines, and then I also used white Posca for her eyes and the raven's eye. So yeah, so that is the first one. The next one is Heather right here. So I'll go ahead and share Terilynn and Emma's beautiful colorings on this side. Love how each of our colorings are so different from each other. Okay, so in this one again I used Ohuhu and Lemachet as a base. For pencils this time I used the Castle Arts and the Castle Art pastel tints, and for the embellishments that I use on her hair, that is the Sakura Stardust, and then I also use some Sakura Metallic. I don't remember what that one is. I think that's Sakura Metallic also. Aeon Art glitter gel pen for her bracelet, and then also for the hot air balloon. Then yeah, so that one is Heather, and then the last one is Butterflies of Hope. So I'll go ahead and share Terilynn and Emma's beautiful coloring on this side too. Gorgeous. And so for my coloring again, Ohuhu and Lemachet as a base. Then the pencils that I use for this page is the Spira Farben. I think I used that for her hair, and then the Caran d'Ache Pablo's for her skin. For embellishments, I use some white Posca on her eyes, nose, and lip. And then for the hair, again, Sakura Stardust. And then I think I remember I was trying to do like a gradient for her hair, so I started off with a base of just light pink, and then I came in with the dark colors from the Farben, the dark reds. And yeah, you can still see some white popping out, but from far away you don't really see it, and kind of like flows in with the glitter. So yeah, so thank you so much to Emma, to Terilynn, and to Yazmin. They are great buddy colors to help me finish this book, and we're just helping each other. So thank you ladies so much for doing these buddy colors with me. So again, this is the Enchanted Faces pocket size coloring book by Hannah Lynn. The next book that I am trying to complete is Grazia Salvo's coloring calendar. This one is 2019, that's why I'm trying to finish this one out. So my completed coloring in here is the June Girl, which is this one. Very pretty illustration. So I just wanted like a soft look for this page, and yeah, I really like the colors. Purple is my favorite color, so I like how this one looks. And I think there was an orange hair color along, so I did her hair orange. I think it looks orange. So the mediums that I used is Ohuhu brush markers as a base, which you can see here. And then for pencils, I used the Holbein Artist Colored Pencils. And then just a little bit of Posca, I think, on her eye. And Sakura White Jelly Roll on the little flowers. And I'm trying to do the frames in different colors. So this one is more kind of like rose gold, or my interpretation of rose gold. So yeah, so that is another one done in this book. I already have June or July completed. I did this page a couple years ago. It was my first completed page in this book. So I think if I can do it this month, I'm going to try to do the cover illustration, which is this one. So yeah, so that is my completed coloring in the coloring calendar by Grazia Salvo. I have one more book that is to be completed, and this one is the Stone Mosaic Book 2. This is a color by numbered book by Belba Family. So I did 3 in here, starting with this one, and I used a variety of markers from the Spree and the Towtree brands. So here's the Native American chief, and here in the garden, hooded chair, flowers, and then the next one is a frog with a crown on the side. Yeah, very fun, easy, stress-free kind of colorings where you just want that instant gratification of completing a page. And so I only have a few in here left to do. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 more pages to do. Maybe I'll be done in the next couple months. We'll see. So this one is the Stone Mosaic Book 2, color by number book by Belba Family. So now I'm going to share with you several whips that I have. Some of them are just like almost done. I just have a little bit more to do. So I'm going to start off with the National Parks color by number book. This is by Color Questopia. This book was a gift from the very lovely Amanda. And so for this one, I wanted to color pages of places that I've already visited. So this one is the Hawaii Volcano National Park in Hawaii. And yeah, so you can see some of the white lines going through. It doesn't look so bad when I'm looking at the picture through the screen, but if I go up close, you can see that I bled right through the lines. And yeah, because I use several different kinds of markers, I use Bics, Sharpies, Lemachet alcohol markers, and then I think I also had some Ohuhu markers in here too. So I do want to finish this by going over the white areas with the Sakura black glaze, and I think it'll look great once that is done. So yeah, just have to complete that. Oops. And then this will be done. So this one is the National Parks Color by Number by Color Questopia. My next book with a whip is Mythographic Dream Garden by Fabiana Attanasio, and I am coloring a page in here as a buddy color with my dear friend Kelly. I don't know how far he is on his page, but mine is almost done. It's just a lot of details that I have to complete. I still want to do something with the background. It just feels like there's something missing, and then finish up the details on the ship. And these little white swirly cloudy thingies, I'm going to cover the black lines with Posca. So yeah, just a little bit of details left to do, and then this page should be done. So this is my whip in Mythographic Dream Garden, illustrated by Fabiana Attanasio. So the last of my whips are all PDFs, and I'm going to start off with this Deborah Mueller illustration. This is from Artsy Girls coloring book, and I think I showed this last month in my May completed colorings. So it's still half complete. It's just a base of alcohol markers. And I love the colors that I used in this page. It's so pretty, but I still want to go over it with colored pencils, and then once that's done, this page is complete. So this one is the illustration from Artsy Girls by Deborah Mueller, and then I have another one by Deborah, and I forgot what the name of the coloring book is, so I'll go ahead and put it up here on the screen. So this one is a long time whip. I started this back in December, I believe, and so it's just been sitting in my little folder with PDFs that I printed out and didn't get to. So I pulled this out to complete, and I wanted to do this for a color along that is hosted by a fellow color tuber, and I forgot the hashtag and her channel name. So I'll go ahead and put it up here on the screen. I'm sorry, I forgot. But I believe her Instagram name is Mags Design. I'll also put her Instagram name up here. And I'll also have the link to her channel and the hashtag down below in the video description. But yeah, it's a winter theme color along, so I thought this would be perfect. It's half done. I just had to go in with pencils. So yeah, again, this is by Deborah Mueller. And then I have one more whip. So this illustration is from an artist named T. Fallon, or Durian Attic, which is the name of her Etsy store. So this illustration is from one of her coloring books called Blissful Babes, and I did do a review of all of her coloring books, and you can find that from the link up above here or in the flip through video playlist. And so this page again from the Blissful Babes coloring book, and I printed it out on Strathmore tone tan paper. I did do some with a base of alcohol markers, which is the Ohuhu, and that's in the leaves and her hair. And then on top of that, I used the Faber-Castell Polychromos. And yeah, a lot of fun coloring her hair and the leaves. I really like how it looks. Her skin was done with the Caran d'Ache Luminance, so having a lot of fun with that. But I want to come back in and just smooth out her skin just a little bit more, and then give her some eyebrows. But I'm going to do that after I finish the rest of the page. I'm going to be working on this one, recording it as a speed coloring right after I complete this video. So look out for this speed coloring video. And yeah, so that is the last of my whips. Again, this is an illustration from Blissful Babes by T. Fallon or Durian Attic. So we're going back to sharing completed colorings, continuing with the PDFs. This illustration is by the lovely Destiny Lordson, and this is free. That it comes with the newsletter that she sends if you're subscribed to her website. Again, it's destinylordson.com, and on Instagram she shares your work if you use the hashtag Creative Coloring Circle, or is it hashtag The Creative Coloring Circle? I'll try to put the correct one up on the screen, but yeah, she's so sweet to do that and share our work. So yeah, lots of fun. I think this is so pretty. I like that I matched the wings to the roses, and yeah, so for this illustration I did a base of Ohuhu markers, which you can see back here, and then the blue background is acrylic. For pencils, I used the Koh-i-Noor colored pencils and then the Koh-i-Noor tricolor. The tricolor, I believe the color is blush, and it's the pink areas of the roses and on her wings. And I used the Koh-i-Noor for Kori's color along. I forgot what it's called. My memory is very bad, but I'll go ahead and put what the hashtag is up here. And what else did I use? I used Sakura Stardust on the wings, and art glitter gel, white Posca, and on her eyes too. And then the little splattering all around, that is the Gansai Tambi Starry color. I did mess up here a little bit, but it's not so noticeable until you like shine the light on it, reflect the light. Without it, kind of just looks dirty. But it's okay. I still think this is very pretty. So this is again an illustration by the very lovely Destiny Lordson. My next completed coloring is an illustration by the lovely Lana Green. I got this free from her website, and also she offers several different illustrations there too. So if you're interested, I'll leave the link to her website down below in the video description. So yeah, I was excited and inspired to color this page for a color along that was hosted last month, and I forgot what the exact hashtag is, so I'll go put it up here, but it's to color a pride man with lipstick. So yeah, I had a lot of fun coloring lipstick, makeup, matching the nails to his lipstick, and then there was like little details in here that I wanted to match with the LGBTQ plus flags. So like the butterflies, his outfit with the blue, pink and white, and then the violet with the pink, yellow and purple. But yeah, lots of fun coloring this page. So what I used on here is a base of Ohuhu brush markers, which you can see here. And then for pencils, I used 3 different brands. I used the Faber-Castell Polychromos, Caran d'Ache Pablos, and then the Caran d'Ache Luminance, which I used for his skin. And yeah, very, very happy with how this page looks. It was a lot of fun coloring this one in. So this is an illustration by Lana Green. My next coloring is in Disney Portraits. This is by Hachette Hero, and I did a page in here as a buddy color with the lovely Vamica, who's also known as Coloring at V on Instagram. So I'll go ahead and put her beautiful mini on this side. Love how we colored ours different. I kind of went traditional. I love the colors that she picked for her mini. And yeah, thank you so much, Vamica, for doing this buddy color with me. We have one more to do in here, which I hope to complete this month. And yeah, so for my mini, I colored her in with Prismacolor Premier colored pencils. A lot of fun shading her in, and then the background is done with the Faber-Castell Gelatos. So I used different ones. I used the pastel, bright, and then metallic. So kind of like tried to blend them all in. Very, very cute. So that is my mini in the Disney Portraits coloring book by Hachette Hero. My next completed coloring is in Far Out Space Adventure coloring book, and this is by Hollow Quill. This was sent to me to share and to review. I wasn't sure about this book because just by looking at the covers, I would have just kind of like let it go on Amazon. I wouldn't have tried to get it or anything, but since it was sent to me, I said I would do a review, and I was very surprised that I enjoyed it. So you can see that it has a illustration in the back and in the front, and they are the same illustration. Not that one. This one is the same as this one with just some blacked out areas. So I mentioned that in my review, and I'll leave the link up here if you want to check that out. And it also has the speed coloring of this page. So I did this with Ohuhu brush markers. So this is how it looks on this page. No other embellishment, but I did shade with the markers. And then on the other side with the blacked out area, it looks like a separate coloring. So it's like coloring two pages at one time, because the alcohol marker is just seeping through. So yeah, really like this book. I want to try another page again. I'm just bad at picking colors for like stuff like this, because for me, like flowers is like pink, yellows, leaves are green, water is blue, so it's hard for me to kind of go like psychedelic colors or anything like this. So it's gonna be a lot of fun just picking markers, just go at it, and then seeing the result of the pages, and especially on the opposite side. So again, this one is Far Out Space Adventure by Hollow Quill. Next, I have 3 colorings in the Watercolor with Me in the Forest by Dana Fox, and I did some of them at my brother-in-law's, and some of them, like this one, kind of got messed up because I forgot that it was wet and I put something on top of it, so it's okay. So I used the Kurakoi watercolors to color this in. I make sure to write down what colors they are, so that I can use it later on, just in case it asks for it in the other projects. So yeah, so this is my fern. Next one is the ladybug, which I'm so happy about. I went over it like several times, but the paper didn't like go through. I made sure to let it dry first before adding another layer. So yeah, this was a lot of fun to do. And then one more, I think one more, yeah, is this one, which is clovers. Very pretty. So I'm like slowly getting into watercolors. I want to try some other projects, but again, you know, like my area is not that big, and I'm going to wait till we get back to our old house after her move, and I'll have it set up where I don't have to worry about moving stuff around so much, just so I can either watercolor or diamond paint. So again, this is Watercolor with Me in the Forest by Dana Fox. My next completed coloring is in Mythographic Paradise, which is illustrated by Fabiana Atanasio, and I did a page in here as a buddy color with my good friend Kelly. So I'll go ahead and put his beautiful coloring on this side. And yeah, I just remember the first time I saw his page and I was like, oh, it's so stunning. I just love the way he brought the light in through the bamboos onto the girl in the kimono. I love his red dragon, how vibrant it is, and it's like the opposite of mine. So I just love how we both have different interpretations for the page. So thank you, my friend. Thank you, Kelly, for doing this buddy color. Can't wait to finish my next buddy color with you, which is the Dream Garden page that I shared earlier, the sunflower one. But anyways, this page here was colored in with several different Derwent mediums and products. So first is the Derwent ink tints, which I use on the dragon, the background, I believe the water too, and the kimono. So the bamboos and the rocks were done with the graphite tint. And then for colored pencils, I used the Derwent Pro Color and the Derwent Color Soft. I can't remember where I used it, but I used those two colored pencil sets for this page. The black on the edges in the background is the black Posca. And then I also, if you look up close, there is some Aeon Art glitter gel for her hairpiece here, some gold Posca. I did also use some gold Sakura or metallic Sakura to add details on her kimono, and white Posca for all the white areas for his what is that? His whiskers. Oh, I forgot. I put some glitter. I don't know if you can see it. Glitter gel pen, Sakura clear stardust on his nails. Here, I left one of the objects. I think it was a bowling ball, and I turned it into a dragon ball. So yeah, that was a lot of fun to do. And then yeah, I was looking up geisha for the makeup, and then so I colored this one in, and then when I went back and looked at the picture, there was a diagram showing the difference between a maiko and a geisha. A maiko, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but it's spelled M-A-I-K-O. It is a apprentice to become a geisha. So their makeup is done this way to show that they are an apprentice. And then they also wear a red lining in their kimono. So I wanted to make sure that that was visible for some reason. I don't know, just to make sure, because I did the makeup that way. But yeah, so very happy with this page. I was just liking how each part was just coming together, and I had a lot of fun with the details too. So this is my completed coloring in Mythographic Paradise by Fabiana Attanasio. My next several colorings are in Coloria Mandala Mystery Coloring Book. This is a color by number mandala coloring book, and this was sent to me by Coloria to share on my channel. So I do have a video where I show a flip through, a review, and a speed coloring, and if you want to check it out, the link will be up above. And so I'll just start with the front one. I did the nameplate page. I did not get to post some of the colorings that I'm sharing in this video, so I'm going to try to do that this month. But yeah, so this one, the nameplate page, and you can see here the colors for each of the numbers. So this one had 5 colors. And then I also used Sakura Stardust for the white areas. And here, so I used the Sharpies, Ohuhu, and a Lamouche marker for this page. And then the next one is this one, and I really like how this turned out. I did change mine up a little bit because I made a mistake. So the markers I used are Ohuhu, Tombow, a Sharpie, and then the pink areas, the dark pink ones, are the Aeon Art glitter gel pen. And so you can see how it kind of goes up like this. I made a mistake because I forgot to color one of the areas, so I started coloring it in with the glitter gel pen. So when I realized I kind of got that far, so I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to do that with the rest of it. So that's why if you have this book, it looks different from what you would have, because of my little boo-boo. So that is the second one. Then I have one more, which is the one that I did a speed coloring of, is this one. Very pretty colors for this mandala. And then I also have some stickles in here for the little white areas, just trying to sparkle it up a little bit. So those are my 3 colorings in Coloria's Mandala Mystery. Almost done. I have 2 more books, so this is one of them. This is Disney Portraits, and it is by Hachette Hero. I have a buddy color in here with Amanda. She's not done yet, so I'm waiting to post my page on Instagram. I already have a picture taken, so just so I can organize my stuff and start getting it ready for our move, I'm just gonna go ahead and share it with you guys. So the page I colored in here is Mulan right here. I think I can get it all in the screen. And so for her, I used, let me put this down, okay, Ohuhu brush markers, and then I colored her in, or colored this whole thing in with Faber-Castell polychromos. And then the border and this portion right here is done with the Gansai Tambi Starry color. And I also used Nouveau glitter markers, which I used for the middle of, I don't know if you can see it, but of the blossoms. So I put the Nouveau glitter on first, and then I use a gold Posca on top of it. Just trying to add more. Again, trying to add some sparkles to my coloring. Just a little bit. So yeah, so this will be posted on Instagram once Amanda is done with her page, but she can take her time because she has a busy summer. So yeah, so that is my Mulan from Disney Portraits by Hachette Hero. My last coloring to share is in Manic Botanic coloring book by Irina Vinnik. This is the Korean edition, and I did a buddy color in here with my best friend T from T's World of Adult Coloring. So I'll go ahead and share her beautiful coloring on this side. And yeah, you can see her coloring her page on her channel. I think she has like 2 or 3 videos showing how she colored her page in. If I can leave a link to the first one, I'll leave it up above, but I'll leave the link to her channel down below if you want to check out her channel. So yeah, T is my co-host for the Color Your Hoard color alongs each month. So she's been putting together either lives, color and chats, or speed colorings of books that are untouched. So she's picking a page from there and coloring it. So yeah, please check out her channel and her videos. So my page here, I actually started off with Derwent Inktense. If you watch T's channel or T's video of herself coloring this page, she mentions that the Derwent Inktense, when she started coloring, I think this portion over here, right after she activated it, it kind of like didn't feel right, you know. There was just this feeling, and I totally forgot that she mentioned that. So when I started off with the Derwent Inktense, it was for this portion over here for the background, and then right when I activated it with my water brush, I was like, oh no, was it the Derwent Inktense that T said not to use? And yeah, so after that, I just went ahead and activated it all, and then I went over it with dark green and sepia, and I think I forgot a portion over here, but it's okay. So after that, I just went and completed the rest of the page with the Prismacolor Premier colored pencils, and I am so happy with this page. I just love how vibrant the colors look, and you can see down here there's a lot of lines. I started out from the top, so once I got to the bottom, I was just like done, because there was just so much. I'm like, I did not know what they are, so I'm just like, okay, they are all underwater. That's it. So I just colored the bits that I want to be included with the flower, and then the rest are all underwater. Yeah, so yeah, I love my kingfisher birds. So that is the last of my completed colorings for June. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing all of my completed colorings and whips for June. And I do want to let you know that I won't be able to do a video for my July completed colorings. I'm just going to combine that with August and share that in September. I am going to be able to do the Color Your Hoard video. I'm always going to do that in the beginning of each month, so that one, just look out for that in the beginning of the month. But I'm going to be moving towards the end of July and then into August. So pretty much I'm just trying to complete some of the projects that I have going on, like my Felicimo series, all of my completed colorings video series, and then I have a couple of speed colorings that I want to do, and then I also want to try to just record as much flip through videos so that I can just easily put that together when I have time, and then somewhere in between there and the move, do some coloring. So I'm going to just concentrate on buddy colors and then the to be completed coloring stuff. So yeah, so it's not going to be that much for this month or next month, but we'll see how much I actually get done. So I'll go ahead and let you guys go. I thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Again, I hope that you guys enjoyed. I will see you all in my next video. Have a cool summer or a warm winter. Stay safe and take care, everyone. Happy colorings. Bye-bye.